Hello and welcome to Steve's Vintage Model Builds. Welcome to everyone. Uh, so today is Sunday, December 29th. It's our last day in the Philippines. We're flying out tomorrow back to Vancouver. And so I'm pre-recording this for a New Year's Day message. And the first thing I want to say is thanks to everyone. I'm going to mention a couple specific people, but that doesn't mean that I don't love and appreciate everybody who stops in to see the channel and my pathetic attempts to produce interesting videos. And I guess, top of the list is Peter Oxley and Zinzan at Zinzan Scale Modeling. Both you guys, you're great. Zinzan, for some reason, he's a big supporter of mine and has been for quite some time. He's a wonderful guy, very erudite, very sensible guy, and just an all-around good man. So, thanks, Zin. And Peter Oxley, oh, Peter, I can't say enough. The days of pen pals are gone, but that's we've kind of evolved into that, and I'm proud to say I can call him a friend, and I hope he feels the same way, and his lovely wife as well, and their beautiful little cat. Well, not so little, but anyways. So wish you well, Peter. I hope everything's good. I'd be remiss to not mention Stuart. Stuart, you know who you are. And again, I hope you're well, and I hope things go well for you in the new year. So, and Sue and Paul Chaplin, as well. Everybody in those communities, they just there's some crossover, but everybody in those communities is just absolutely wonderful. They're so supportive. It's been incredible to me that with all the negativity in the world and all the horrible things, there's such a wonderful community of people who are willing to share and support and give advice and without any criticism, just to help and yeah. So you guys, all of you, and of course Seamus, see me. You're wonderful, and there's just so many. Ange, Mario, I wish I could name everybody, but I can't. Partly because the heart attack I had won't let me remember, but I do. I mean, I hold you all close to my heart, and I really appreciate it. All your support. Up to 530 subscribers now. And lost a few probably because of my opinionating and views on what's going on in the Middle East, but on balance. Oh, excuse me again. On balance, seems I've gained them back and actually gained 2 net. So the end of 2024. It was mostly a great year, and I managed to build some pretty good models and finish some pretty good models. And I am determined, absolutely determined, especially after watching Jason and Peter's live stream fireside chat. I am determined to complete the Akagi. That's going to be first on the list when I come back. It's mostly done, and all the hard stuff is done. I just have to finish final assembly and final painting. So I hope to bring you a video on that. Which brings me to some changes that are, I don't know about changes, tweaks, changes, whatever, that are going to come to the channel in 2025. I've decided that I'm not going to review every kit that I get. First of all, I'm at my limit for acquiring kits, especially after the Japan trip. I have so many to build. We all know that problem. And my wife's very tolerant, but at the same time, I just want to get busy at doing this stuff. And, unless something really interesting comes along, yeah, I'm not going to, yeah. So, but speaking of interesting, that's what I'm going to do. If there's a particular kit, not particular kit, hello, Red Horse, I'm going to miss you. That's the strong beer here in the Philippines. In particular, if there's something in particular that I think is interesting to me, and everybody knows I love to do the history of things. So if there's something I come across that I think is going to be interesting to others, I'm going to do that. Other than that, I'm going to limit it to after build reviews, not of everything, just the things I'm pleased with, which is as it should be. Unless there's a total, complete, disastrous mess that's maybe not my fault, then I will certainly put that up. I'm not a guy for negativity, but sometimes stuff just goes too far, like Cebu Pacific. Anyways, so that's that. And I want to wish everybody a very happy New Year, one that's full of health, happiness, and good fortune. And I don't want to get all soppy about it, but viewers will know, and subscribers will know, and my friends will know. I had a major heart attack in 2015, and I was flatlined for 12 minutes. So every day is a bonus for me. Sometimes people ask if I changed because of that experience, and in some ways I have to say no. But what it did was it brought me back to where I should have been, and maybe lost my way a little bit. And part of that is acknowledging, appreciating, and yes, loving people that I appreciate and love. So, I don't hesitate anymore. You can call me whatever. You can call me soppy, like I said, or sappy, depending on where you're at. That's just me. And every day's a bonus. And every day is real treasure. And that's the way it should be for everybody. I'm not preaching here. I'm just saying, look around. I know there's a lot of horrible things going on in the world, but look around. And my mom always used to say, you can't change the world. You can only take care of your own little corner of it. And this community that I found and experienced, we all do a real good job of taking care of our own little corner. And you gotta find your refuges and find your shelters. And Sue Chaplin made a wonderful video. Oh, I can't. I love you. And Paul, don't get me wrong, Paul. Don't get all funny. But she got all emotional about things, and it's part of it is there. But for the grace of God, go I, and part of it is just appreciate what you've got, and value the things around you. So, excuse me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As I said, I'm recording this for I'll publish it for January 1st. We're going to be back on December 30th. We're staying in a hotel on the night of the 30th, and then flying back out to Vancouver Island on New Year's Eve. We'll arrive around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I hope that I'll have an opportunity to see some of the videos and so on and so forth. So no year-end video from me. I'm sure you've all seen enough of me over the year, and it's not a vanity project. At least I tell myself that. as I said, it's something that, you know, I think that, you know, I have something to share, and, you know, even if it's at a very mediocre level, you know, we all have our levels. So thanks again to everyone. I really just can't say enough about how important it's been to me in the last year and 4 months. August 2023 was when I really jumped back into this part of the hobby after taking down the model railroad. And again, Zinzan, you know, I don't know why, but thank you so much for all your support. You were good enough to mention me in your year-end Substack when there were many others. There are many others who deserve mention. So I really appreciate it. I love you all. And on the channel, I always welcome comments, positive, negative, just not rude and whatever, abusive. And I have to say about that too. 99.999% of the comments I've had on my videos and on the channel have been positive and supportive, and there have been a very few that weren't, and some of those are folks that are obviously experiencing bitterness about life, and that's sad. So that's the way I approach that. And I'm always welcome. I always welcome, you know, comments. You know, if I make a mistake or say something wrong, or which happens pretty often. I appreciate everybody's tolerance and forgiveness there. Yeah, please let me know. I'm a lifelong learner. I've always wanted to learn. And if I've misunderstood something that I've researched, or you know, just downright say something stupid, call me on it. Yeah, and you know, if I, you know, we can go back and forth. But I'm not the kind of person who's like nyam 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 nyam. So, all right. So yeah. So last night here in the Philippines and heading out tomorrow. It's been a wonderful trip. Wonderful time with the family. Wonderful trip to Japan. Unfortunately, the phone went all wonky, so I wasn't able to record things as much as I'd like. But coming in the new year, got a new phone, and the Martin Mars, the Philippine Mars, actually did manage to leave. I'm so sad. It did manage to leave Sprout Lake near our home, and the last information I have is that it landed. It still couldn't make it to San Francisco. It had to land down Victoria Way at the south end of the island, and I'm still waiting to see if you know, if it's departed from there or not. So an extraordinary aircraft. It had been repainted in original U.S. Navy, and then it went to the Canadian firefighting. It was a water bomber. It was used as a water bomber here, and it was absolutely perfect for that. And just a wonderful aircraft. Just a beautiful aircraft. And 4 wicked, giant, Wright Cyclone engines. Atlantis has a actually there's a I don't know if it was a Cyclone engine, but it was a radial engine in the video at the Shizuoka Hobby Square. But yeah, the Wright Cyclones were just fabulous engines, and so Atlantis does a model kit, and I think it's 1/16 scale. That includes all the wiring, and it's on a stand. A little out of my price point at this stage, especially after this vacation. Um, but yeah, so I'll watch for it on sale and see if I can pick that up. Oh, I want to mention one other thing. There's when we were at Shizuoka Hobby Square, there's a manufacturer called Joe Woody. Okay, Scheller. No comments on that. All right. They make wooden kits, and they are absolutely, they are art, high art, and priced as such. They make everything from pagodas to ships to all sorts of different things. So I'll put up a excuse me. I'll include their website on the description here, and for those who may have the budget for it, I'm not sure if they. I don't think they have a USA distributor. They may have someone in the UK, but if you can afford their kits, the shipping is going to be an afterthought consideration. They're yeah, yeah, but beautiful stuff. And again, as you'd expect from Japan, they're extraordinary people. They really are, and also a real. I'm rambling a bit here, but I'm going to wrap it up. But uh, a wonderful example of how a people and a society can turn themselves around after the most horrific experiences and deeds, and they just like me, they got back to where they should be. Uh, that might sound a little egotistical, but sometimes we forget. So that's that as far as that goes. All right. So Happy New Year to everyone. Health, happiness, and good fortune. And hope to see you soon. Bye now.